What is going on, and welcome to the One Pride Podcast. We talk all things Detroit Lions, news and rumors, everything. That's what we do in this bad boy live show, live on Thursdays, every single Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We got a good one for you tonight, folks. We will be having a guest come on here once that guest is available to get on here, and then we'll talk to him, and we'll have a great time. But before that does occur, let's go ahead and give shout-outs to everybody that is in the building. What's going on? Derek from Twitter. We got Zach J. says, if you're not subscribed, that's knucking futz. I 100% agree with that. Randy Daniels. What's up, Randy Daniels? Alan Dana says, love the show. Well, I appreciate you, Alan. We got Craig Ferguson says, what up? We got here. That is what we wanted to hear. Once there is here, we will get into it. Nick, what's up? Nick Tim. We got Daryl Strickland, so screwed. Henry as my running backs. That does suck for sure. We also got 9 drinks in the building. What's going on, 9 drinks? Welcome, welcome, folks. If you have not subscribed as of yet, that is crazy. But also make sure you hit that like button. Let's get the likes up in this video. How many we got in here right now? We got 29 viewers with 20 likes. What's up, Rick C? What's up, Daryl? Mike White subject, thanks, bro. The Mike White, the quarterback that was doing good for the Jets. We could definitely talk about that here in a little bit for sure. But today, look, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on for the Detroit Lions. Obviously, it's a bye week. I want to know in the comment section, who will win the bye week? L for Lions, B for bye week. I wonder who's going to win this. I don't know what the spread or over-under is right now, but I think that the bye week will probably get the victory here. Because it's rough on these streets for the Detroit Lions. And that is hashtag facts. We'll talk a little bit about the trade deadline. It came and it was gone that quick. Nothing happened. NFL trade deadline is not as good as other sports like MLB or good other sports like the NBA. It's a very inactive such a trade deadline, and it makes it a little bit boring, and the Lions did nothing. On the good side, we did not trade for a player. That was important for the Detroit Lions not to do so because we don't want to give up draft capital. But at the same time, I thought it would have been cool if we could trade away a player, but nothing happened. What do you guys think? Did you like that the Detroit Lions did not do anything on the trade deadline? Y for yes, N for no. Right now, we got the bye week getting 1 win, 2 for the bye weeks, 3 bye weeks, Alan, Zach, Jay, and Randy. We got L for Corey, so we got the Detroit Lions beating the bye week for the first victory. We got 0-8 bye week takes the win. So, bye week so far is in the lead for this period of time.
Got him!
Got him, man. That's the Detroit Lions there, man. I hear the and again.
And again.
Anytime you do, any guys do and again, you know I got to mute up the audio there for sure to get this bad boy going. Lions can't lose this week. Finally, 9 drinks. That is possible. That is, we do have the best punter in the business. So we got 1 Y. Randy Daniels was happy that the Lions did nothing on the trade deadline. And yeah, it's like the middle ground for me. Like, it's not a win, it's not a loss. Because I would love to have gotten capital, but at the same time, I would have loved have the Lions not make a trade like they did, and that's exactly what occurred. What's going on? We got Strap God. What's up, Strap God? Rick C, what up? Have a great show. Gotta go. Even buy players still feel like losers, man. We got to get some wins up in here. We have to get wins up in here for sure. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with what we did on the bye week, which is nothing. Let's also talk about who are players the Detroit Lions should get a contract extension. We did sign a ton of players so far before preseason, And in the offseason, I think Khalif Raymond would be a guy we bring back, extend him. Alex Anzalone, extend him. I think those are the two main guys. What do you guys got out there of players you want to go ahead and extend? Let me know in the comment section. Also, if you guys got questions, do hashtag Lions or hashtag whatever team you're a fan of, and we will get to it. Today, you guys are going to do a lot of running the show. The Gridiron Blitz will get on here once he is all settled in, and we can go back and forth with questions. So once he gets in here, we can also ask him some questions, and you can do that. We should claim Deshaun Jackson off of waivers. Deshaun Jackson, I do not believe the Detroit Lions is going to get. Why? Because he doesn't want to be here. The Lions already suck. Did we pick up Odell Beckham Jr. off waivers? I don't think he is officially waived yet. So at that point, we can't do it until they decide to cut him. Now, they did go ahead and send him home from practice, but we'll see if they actually cut him. But I say no. Again, I feel like the Detroit Lions need to go ahead and draft their players. We're in the position we're in. I'm a here. Okay. I'm a here. Not seeing you on here yet on the call line. Would really like to see some of these depth guys, Reynolds, Kennedy. Let's figure out. Yes, 100%. I would definitely want to figure out these depth guys and who the Detroit Lions want to make a better situation going forward. So 100%. Jackson is going to Seattle. Is that confirmed or is that just a concept? I've been at work all day, and that is great news. Their Gridiron Blitz. But yeah, for sure, man. I think the Detroit Lions just got to go ahead and draft their guys. If we were going to pick up wide receivers in free agency that we want to keep long term, I think that it should have been done before the regular season. I remember when Brad Holmes made that comment, laughing after we drafted Amon-Ra St. Brown, people are going to get off our back. Well, not really, because we need help at wide receiver. And doing the Tyrell Williams, Brashad Perriman did not work out from there. If you got questions, hashtag Lions, or whatever team you're a fan of. Get those likes up. Absolutely get those likes up. We got 26 likes and 43 in the building. That is exactly how things work out for YouTube algorithm. More likes you get, the more chance that this can reach somebody else. We got Daryl Strickland. He's got a comment here. Hashtag, can't wait till later in the season. Let this whole thing play out. We all know this season was going to suck. Just want improvement week to week. 100%, that's what I want to see. I want to see the players not give up, though. I think that was extremely concerning from a fan standpoint. You've seen them compete, but all of a sudden they just kind of just gave up there. I'm not seeing anything. Gridiron Blitz. Just hit one of those links, and I'll let you in any of those links because that is the way it would show up on here. So just let me know when you ever get in because I'm watching it right now. What's up? Fly, Eagles, fly. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Appreciate you stopping by. If you got questions about the Eagles, throw that in the comment section there. Hashtag whatever you got. But, yeah, man, I think we just got to let it ride out. We got to embrace this suck, and it really does suck. We got a question from Twitch Peak here. He says, who would you want to get in free agency? I'd like to get Mike Evans or Gallup. I want to get a wide receiver. I think that's extremely important for the Lions right now is get wide receiver. I think we got to get one in free agency. No doubt about it. We got to get a stud in free agency. If we have to pay a little bit over, that's perfectly fine because, folks, we got to get it. We got to get this thing going, and that's hashtag facts. Right now, when it comes to the Lions wide receivers, we're seeing a big issue. Now I see the GB. What's up, GB? You're in the building, man. What's going on, Grit?
What's up? What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy?
Man, living the dream. Living the dream. What are you doing tonight? Let the people know what the Gridiron Blitz is doing tonight.
We got the Thursday night football tonight. We got the Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. We'll be doing that right after we do this. But Mike, I heard you talk about the trade deadline, and I'm on the side of I'm glad we didn't sell because we sold for Trinity Benson, and look what that has done for us. So for me, I'm happy with this. I know Trey Flowers was up, a lot of talk about him, some outside talk about Taylor Deckard, who should be coming back soon. But I'm glad we didn't, man, because Dan Campbell and Brad Quinn right now, Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes. I was gonna get it. They kind of, they've been doing well, but then that rocky start with the Trinity Benson thing. So I'm glad they kind of stayed put, man, and save those picks for next year.
No doubt about it. Grid, what do we do in free agency? That was another question that was asked to us. What do you think the Lions should do?
We talk about this all the time, Mike, the fellas, and I think that the Lions are going to get a big name free agent, probably Allen Robinson. No Michael Thomas. He's out for the year. I don't want anything to do with him. I think they're going to draft a wide receiver who's capable of being a number one. They're going to also get that guy to come over here. Maybe I think Allen Robinson might be one of the biggest. He's from Detroit. Maybe he wants to come back, especially if the Lions can finish the year strong, put some wins under their belt. So I think that's what we're going to do in this coming free agency for sure.
He wants to get Allen Robinson. What do you guys think about poaching Allen Robinson from the Chicago Bears? Remember, if you've seen what the Detroit Lions did in free agency, they always picked up players that the coaches are familiar with. Well, guess what? We have, obviously, a coach from the Chicago Bears. What do you think about Allen Robinson being signed by the Detroit Lions, getting that wide receiver position? Mike, what do you think about Matt Corral? I think Matt Corral's a good quarterback. This is going to be interesting, folks, because on Saturday is a big-time game. We got Ole Miss versus Liberty. That's Matt Corral versus Malik Willis. These are 1A, 1B when it comes to the quarterbacks in this draft. I think a dual threat is vital for the Detroit Lions. Matt Corral is the second best right now dual threat quarterback in the draft. Number one, Malik Willis. I think this game will show a lot towards where he potentially could get drafted. I think he's definitely a first-round quarterback, no doubt about it. We'll see what happens. Could he be a Detroit Lion? Could he be a Philadelphia Eagle? I think when it comes to your Eagles, you got 3 first-round picks in the first 15. Going quarterback would be a solid solution for them. What do you think about Matt Corral going to the Eagles, them getting a quarterback?
Yeah, I could see that. Eagles right now have 3 top 10 picks. Just let that sink in a little bit. We have 2 first-round picks. These guys have 3 top 10 picks right now. So I think that Jalen Hurts is going to go a long way to whether he should stay on the Eagle as a starting quarterback. So I could see them snatching a defensive end. They could get a safety. I mean, they can get the whole draft in that first round is really at their disposal. So I could see them going. It depends on how much they believe in Jalen Hurts or not.
That's facts, man. What do you think about the Aaron Rodgers situation? Man, look, he was supposed to do the protocol. Now you have a chance. If this was a Detroit Lion that did this, if this was Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff, we all know what would happen, folks. The book would be thrown down. Now it is the discount double check. It happened to him. He broke protocol. I think he should be suspended and fined just like it should be. What do you think, Grit?
Absolutely, man. We talked. I saw a lot yesterday, and Mike Florio went real hard at him. How he gets away with certain things. He was very vague about. He said he had been immunized and not vaccinated. So he kind of played with words a little bit. So for me, I hope they do throw the book at him. I mean, maybe he can come back later in the season, but I know he's going to be out for at least 10 days. And now an investigation will probably be launched. But I agree with you 100%. If this is any other team, they're on their head right now, probably taking draft picks. So we'll see if they do that with the Green Bay Packers.
I tell you what, man, if they say, well, hands to the face type situation, well, there was no hands to his face. And again, we got to leave him be. Yeah. Enough of that. Is Taylor Decker really back or just saving this year? He's back.
Yeah.
He is back. He should be good to go after the bye week. So, yes, we finally got Taylor Decker back. Let's talk about Taylor Decker back. Are you excited to see Taylor Decker grit? Are you excited to see him on the left side and Panay on the right? And what is your expectations when this does occur?
I don't know how to feel right now. It's not like we have anything to play for. I mean, right now we're just trying to get our first win. So I'm happy and sad at the same time because now Panay has to go to that other side. And I'm wondering, Jared Goff was sacked 6 times last week, and he was sacked 4 in the first half. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the most he's been sacked in a half in his career. So I'm a little nervous at the same time, but it's not like we have anything to play for. So hopefully he stays healthy and, he can give us a bright spot for the rest of the season because we need it.
Definitely. Also we need is you guys to subscribe to Raw Detroit, RD. Actually, his channel is pinned comment right there. If you go to his channel, subscribe. That's actually TA, formerly of Noble Sports, but he started a channel all about being raw, getting some werewolves on the football team, doing a lot of prospects over there. Let's get him to 100 subscribers by the end of the night. Do you think the team needs to make a new uniform, logo, or possibly a new color grid? This is an interesting question here. I'm going to say no. We did that after 2008. We always switching it up. But, I mean, like a whole new logo, probably not. Even though I'd love for them to get some more alternative uniforms. A very old one where it had the old Lions on there. I thought that's a dope one, man. What do you think about that, Grit?
Yeah, I think there's no way they're gonna switch. Honolulu Blue is been here for a long time. We did get rid of Bubbles, got a more ferocious looking lion. Now we just got to play up to the standards. Just think about it, Mike. This is the king of the jungle. We can't ask for a better logo. We just have to reach that expectation. You know what I mean? So we've seen the Lion King. We know how this thing goes. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. We just got to get up to on pace with that.
Yeah, that's hashtag facts, man. We just got to get on pace with that and get a little bit better there for sure. While Grit is looking like a disco ball from the 70s there. No problem that you're late, Anthony. Hey, late is better. We got him laughing over here, man, trying to do some disco music over here. Tell us Tell us a little about your LA to see the Lions. What was it like by Patty Grimes, Grit?
Oh man, I'm super fuzzy. I don't know what's going on there. It was great, Grimes. It was phenomenal. I would recommend anybody who lives in California near Inglewood to go and see this stadium. It was phenomenal. It's a lot more in video form that you'll see. Just keep watching the channel.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he had too much fun. He was having more fun over there in LA than he did in Detroit. What do you think about Motor City Dan Campbell saying he wants more to do with offense? Look, I don't know what else he can really do, in all honesty, man. Right now, it's a talent issue. Obviously, there is some things he can do with the play calling. Instead of passing it on 3rd and an inch, you could say we got to run the football and do type of work like that. But I don't know how much it's going to help out when you got Jared Goff, who's indecisive. We have issues with lack of talent. Offensive line getting beat up on the blitz. What do you think about Motor City Dan Campbell Grid attempting to kind of take a little bit more control of the offense?
He should, man. Our offense stinks. The beginning of the season, it was our defense, and now it's the offense, man. He needs them to step up. It starts with Jared Goff, and it goes all the way down to the offensive lineman. So I'm okay with it, man. Everybody, is coming at him and stuff like that. He's blaming players. No, he's not. He's holding them accountable. This is what this league is about, man, about anything in life, accountability. So absolutely, man, the Charmin society we live in, you can't say anything about anyone because it's just a bunch of Charmin. So I like it, and hopefully the offense responds. He has not lost the locker room. These guys are going to play for him, and hopefully we get that elusive win, man. We are on a 12-game losing streak right now. So we need to get a W.
It's been forever since we won a football game. He says, hashtag Grit, was that a smash burger?
Yes, it was a smash burger. Yes, it was, and it was delicious.
Hey, Raw Detroit says, subscribe to the Gridiron Blitz at MicroMike. Absolutely, man. Subscribe to the Grid. He's got a awesome live watch party tonight. It's going to be a fun time, Thursday night football. What I generally do is I mute the TV. I listen to him talk. And again, then I listen to the game take place. A really fun time. So make sure you go ahead and do that. He says, got to call out the Pajama Warriors. Yeah, man, look, you have to call accountability. Come on, man. Like, you got to be accountable. And what happened this last game against the Eagles was travesty. It was terrible, man. It was horrible. I literally was considering, like, okay, some Jim Jones, I need some of this Kool-Aid because this is terrible. What was the one word, and I want you guys in the chat to give up one word you thought about when you saw that Eagles game? Mine was cheeks. Just the word cheeks.
Man, yeah, you took mine. You took mine, bro.
Cheeks on cheeks.
Cheeks on cheeks. Inner cheeks. Yeah, inner cheeks, no spaces.
Oh, my God. Inner cheeks, no spaces.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, folks. Again, when it comes to the Detroit Lions, we've been saying they're not going to be good, but I didn't expect them to be this bad. This was really bad. I was watching this game, and I was dying laughing because it's so pathetic. We got obliterated. I do agree with that one, man. I do agree with that one. I like obliterated. Awesome, man. And again, let's get those likes up. We got 79 in the building with 38 likes. Let's get to 5-0. Let's get Goff. Trash fire. Familiar by D's Nuts. Sorry, 2 words. Blood pressure. Yeah, that definitely was a blood pressure. We got Raw Detroit with a question. Again, subscribe to his channel. His link is pinned. I want him to get to 100 tonight. Will we win a football game this year? This is a great question. Grid, I will let you go first. Will the Detroit Lions win a football game?
Mike, oh, man. I'm going to say the honest answer is no. That's my honest answer. I think our biggest chance was against the Eagles. You have the any given Sunday aspect of it. We did, almost beat the Ravens. We almost beat this team. So I'm going to say no, and that's hard for me to say because we've been talking about this for months about the Detroit Lions going 0-17, and you and Raw Detroit, a.k.a. New Era, has been saying for the past 3 or 4 months that we could be 0-17, and I just didn't want to believe it. So will they win a game? I'm going to say no. However, there is room for a upset. Maybe if we can be healthy, get Jamal Williams back. Maybe if he comes back, I don't know when he's due back. Maybe we can get a dub, but no more than 2. We got to get 1 first.
You know what, man? I can't say we getting 1 win. We gonna get 1 win. I don't want that to happen. I don't want it all you can to happen. I can't do this again, folks. We gonna get 1 win. I can't tell you what game it's gonna be. I don't know. But we have to get 1 win. We can't go 0-17, folks. We can't go 0-17. Let me know in the comment section how many games the Lions going to win. 0, 1, 2, or what? We're going to make the playoffs. We're going to win every single game, and we're going to make the playoffs. I have 1 win. I have 1. Grid has none. That's not fun. What do you guys got for the Detroit Lions? How many wins can we get? What are you going to do if we go 0-16 or 0-17, Grit? What are you going to do if we go 0-17?
I'm going to have to contemplate everything I've ever believed in because not only did I sit and witness 0-16 every single game, the first in history, I would have to endure that again. And at that point, Mike, I got to be real with you and the chat. I'm going to have to question my fandom at that point. Do I want to keep watching this product? Do I want to keep reporting and covering this team? Because the record books continue to stack in a negative manner. 24 consecutive years we lost in Lambeau. We need to change this, bro. And I cannot – I don't know, bro. Like, I honestly do not know. I would spend the whole offseason reevaluating what I wanted to do because I'm 42 years old. We went, 12 years ago, 0-16, and we've done nothing since. So, I don't know, man.
Man, if we go 0-17, we'd be the first team to go 0-16, and then the first year that the NFL season goes to 17 games, we go 0-17. Don Muhlbeck and Dan Campbell is on the 0-16 team. I think I'll have a heart attack, bro. I think I will have a heart attack if that happens. The panels, or everybody in the chat says Patty Grimes, we got 1 win. Mole, 1 win. Mr. Spoits, 0-17. Raw Detroit, 0-17. Prince Vegeta, 1 win. Jazzer, 2 wins. 1 win by Mole again. Hashtag 1 at most. We got Fly Eagles Fly, 2 wins. I don't see Detroit going 0-17. I hope you're right. We will win 4. Josh Kittle, man, he's optimistic.
Wow.
Thanksgiving Day game, I want to win. Mortal Films, he says, we ain't mortal. Or we are mortal, we're not immortal. 0-17. God, thanks. We got 1-16, Prince Vegeta. Ironic, isn't it? Who do you think we get with the first pick, the 28th pick, into 33rd pick? I love that Twitch peak. I will give the Gridiron Blitz the first pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. Let's do a little mock draft. And we'll start with you at the first pick, and then we'll start with me in the first pick.
Okay.
We'll start with what you think is going to happen. Not what you want, but what you think is going to happen.
What I think is going to happen is they are going to take the Oregon Duck who wears the number 5. I think Kayvon Thibodeau, barring his stock falls, which I doubt, they will take him with the first overall pick.
I see your draft, and now I got a pick at the 28th pick. And since we decided to go defensive end, I want to go safety, Jordan Battle. I feel like safety is the biggest need for the Detroit Lions. We went defensive end. Why not get safety? Shore up that defense. You want me to do the 33rd pick?
Yeah, because I don't have everything pulled up. But I can tell you who I will want at the 33rd pick. What position? I think we will draft a receiver late with the first pick in the second round. I'm sorry.
Due to the injury of Drake London, I think he falls to the second round, and he doesn't fall past 33. I think the Lions go ahead and take the wide receiver, 6'5", USC, Drake London. Falls because of his injury, and we got a legit number 1 wide receiver. I think that's what occurs. What do you guys think the Detroit Lions going to do? Now let's switch it around. We're going to do what we want to do.
Okay.
Everybody in the chat's going to hate me right here. Every single person's going to hate me.
Yes, they are.
They're going to hate me, and that's okay. I'm taking quarterback Liberty. Malik Willis. I don't want to see Goff anymore, man. Oh, my God. That's what I want. You like Aiden Hutchinson, though, with that first pick.
I do, man. My ideally, I would want the Detroit Lions to win and get there in that 5th, 6th spot, somewhere around there where Aiden is projected to go right now. But if he does show up to the combine, has a good combine, maybe he can go in the top 5, maybe even the top 4. So I would love for them to win a couple games and take Aiden Hutchinson out of Michigan with that first their first round pick.
Let me switch it up because I agree. I'm going to put this as a possibility. Trade down. The Detroit Lions trade down. We pick up another first round pick, and then we select. If Malik Willis ain't there, look, man, I'm going safety. I love Notre Dame. He is a great safety over there. That's what I'm taking there with that pick. But trade down is my number 1 situation. Number 1. Mm-hmm. We got some more questions here. Trade the number 1 pick, stay in the top 10, get a stud for another first and a third maybe. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Hamilton, yeah, that's who I would take for sure. I love Hamilton. You're not going to get Kayvon if you trade down. I think Kyle Hamilton at that point is my guy because I think Malik Willis is a top 5 draft pick, folks. I think Malik Willis is going to be that guy. Matt Corral could be up in there as well, the other quarterback. But I think, man, you can't go wrong, really, in all honesty. With the first pick, can you really go wrong, Grid? You got Kayvon Thibodeau, Aiden Hutchinson, you got Kyle Hamilton, and Malik Willis. You're going to get a stud. You're going to
get a stud. You know what, Mike, and we talked about this off the air, man, about the value of the number 1 pick, and I'm wondering, the Philadelphia Eagles are set. They don't need to do anything. But because one team has 3 draft picks as of right now in the top 10, maybe some other teams try to come up there. Maybe if we ideally, I would love for us to fall somewhere where either we trade back, still snag Aiden Hutchinson, but we pick up some more capital as well. We have to make up for Trinity Benson. I forgot what we gave up for him, but that's really kind of hurting us right now. We need all the help we can get.
We're going to talk about that Trinity Benson here in a minute because that's frustrating, man. Because, I said I want to just wait till I seen a lot of nothing so far, and that's not good. But let me get to this question here. By Twitch Peak, #Lions, do you think Romeo Okwara and Kayvon Thibodeau would be a nice edge duo for us? Yes. I think that would be ridiculous, man. I think that, look, and Grid wants an edge. He wants an edge back. If you want to get defensive line, I'm not going to cry about it at all. I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau, Romeo Okwara, you kind of replicate what you're seeing over there, Washington football team, with Chase Young and straight line speed, Montez Sweat. So I think that'd be good. That'd be really good. But we got to see how Romeo comes back from his injury. That's probably another issue here. Trinity Benson. What do you think about this trade?
Right now, it's probably the biggest failure of the year for these two individuals. Everybody in Denver was raving about this guy. We haven't seen anything from him. He does have a handful of catches. I've seen more drops than catches. They were nothing spectacular. I know we gave up 2 picks for him. I know Zach said we gave up a 5th rounder. No, we gave up more than that. So for me, taking that 12 down to 10, Mike, I got a problem with this, man. Trinity Benson, you're talking about 2. I mean, Von Miller, you got 2 draft picks for. So it's like Trinity Benson, 11th year Von Miller at this point. So what was the point? So I'm wondering, are they saving him because he's so good, they want to unleash him in the next season, or is he a disappointment? I don't know.
Folks, y'all need to go find out this great website called lionsnationunite.com. Download the app. The Gridiron Blitz is on there. I'm on there. It's a great app to go ahead and communicate and enjoy the Lions fandom with other Lions fans. You can do meetups. You can communicate, drop pictures, videos, all sorts of stuff. Detroit Lions. It's all about Lions on Lions Nation Unite. You can find them on Twitter, Lions Nation U, at Lions Nation U. They got a YouTube channel, Lions Nation Unite as well. It's made by Herman Moore, and it's absolutely freaking fantastic. Jazzer got a question for me. He says, hey, Mike and Grid, do you guys watch Woolworth Sports on YouTube? No, I don't. I do not watch it. I have not watched it. I seen it like one time, maybe a couple months ago, but I just don't have time to honestly watch all the content in the world. It's difficult when you're working a full-time job and you're doing YouTube yourself, so it's quite difficult. What about you, Grid? You watch it?
I've seen a few of their videos. The most recent that I've seen was when Joik was just going ham on Jared Goff and his heart. So I have just a couple of their videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Till I said I was on. Patty Grimes says, used to watch Woolworth Sports all the time until they said I was on crack because I said the Rams game against the Lions was going to be 31-21. Yeesh. That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You don't need to be made fun of for your own opinion there. Trinity Benson trade was a desperation. It was. And it was a bad desperation move.
Absolutely.
He's done nothing with us, man. Yeah. Nothing. Cardero Hodge. You doing more. Like what? Man, Gridiron Blitz doing more as a wide receiver right now than Trinity Benson. He don't play.
That's facts. And that's facts.
We got 104 in the building with 51 likes. Let's get to 70 likes. Let's get to 70. If you got questions, do a hashtag. I may miss it. Just repost it. Quite a bit of you guys in here. We're trying to get to everybody's question. That's important. So let us know. Hashtag Lions, and then I can see it. I don't see anybody trading up for the number 1 pick.
Nope.
Thibodeau, probably the pick. Yeah, it's really difficult for a team to trade up. I think the last time it happened was actually the Rams trading up to get Jared Goff. So it's extremely unlikely, and it would probably be for a quarterback. Generally, teams trade up for. So I don't think they make a trade. Or I'd love to, but I think it's going to be difficult, Grit, for the Lions to trade out of that pick.
Yeah, that's why I said, the Lions fans, tank for Tavon and all that. I mean, if you want that, that's fine. Ayton has 20, 30 pounds on Thibodeau right now. So for me, I like this guy, bro. Like that's why I would prefer us to start winning, because I just don't believe that the number 1 pick holds any weight this year. I mean, overall, I think this is probably one of the, as far as quarterbacks are concerned, one of the weakest drafts that we've seen in a long time. We could have had Herbert. We could have had Fields. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Didn't. Okay, so that's why I'm not opposed like I was 2 months ago to a Malik Willis. But I would prefer if they take Hutchinson because we're stuck with Goff for at least another year. So maybe they can get somebody in the 2023. We still have 2 first-round picks then as well.
Yeah, I don't want to mind Aiden Hutchinson, man. He's a beast. I'm not a Michigan fan, but I'm a fan of talent. He's talented. So, and I think you can get him if you trade it down. I'd love to trade down. Think there's any chance we get Derek Barnett from Philly in free agency? Not 100% sure. Not 100% sure. In all honesty, I feel like we're getting better when it comes to a pass rush. I think we're going to get one, obviously, in the draft. Probably going to get Thibodeau, so probably not. But, it's hard to tell. What quarterback can we get with the Rams pick? This is a huge question.
Quarterback? He said quarterback?
Yeah, what quarterback? Because we don't know really how quarterbacks are going to be falling in this year's draft because it is a funky one. But we all know that teams will overdraft quarterbacks. We've seen it a million times. And guess what? Washington football team need a quarterback. Texans need a quarterback. There's a lot of teams need a quarterback. I don't think if the Detroit Lions waited till the Rams pick, you're not going to get a Malik Willis. You're not going to get Matt Corral. I think you're going to be looking at a tier 2 of this draft. I don't think they go quarterback. If we don't go quarterback the first pick, I don't think they go quarterback with the second first-round pick. I don't think the value would be there at that point. I don't think it'd be pretty much worth it, in all honesty. Who will win the big game Saturday? Liberty versus Ole Miss Rebels. Willis versus Carroll. I have Ole Miss winning the game, but the winners will be the Detroit Lions because we get to see both these prospects. Malik Willis is going to be in the Senior Bowl, and guess who's going to be coaching the Senior Bowl? We already know it. Dan Campbell is going to be coaching it. It's always the 2 worst teams. Lions are going to be the worst team, so we'll be able to have a good hands-on approach to these quarterbacks if they ever want to go that route. So the Lions would replace Aquara for Thibodeau. No, Aquara's still going to be on the football team. He just got injured. He's out for the year. And we just gave him a contract extension. They're not going to do that. Let's see. We gave up 4th round next year and a 5th round pick this year. Yeah, and we receive a 6th round pick next year, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we get some back. Detroit should have got Minshew Mania. Should we got Gardner Minshew? Grit?
What did they trade 6th round? I forgot what the pick was. In a trade, no. We can't afford to trade away. Last year we had 5 draft picks. Mike, we talk about it all the time. Von Miller left the Rams with 3 picks for 2022. We had 5. They finagled, I think, 7 out of that. We need all the help we can get, and I'm not trading away anything or anyone for a backup quarterback. I think we still need one, but I'm not trading for Gardner Minshew. That's a no.
Yeah, I'm not either. Let's see here, MicroMike. How would it feel if only the game the Lions win a Thanksgiving Day game? I'll be happy, but I just want one win. Just want one win. I'm going to be at that game. So I would love to be at the game they win on Thanksgiving. The turkey will taste a little bit better. I can stop talking about 0-17. We can stop talking about 0-17. We can stop talking about 0-17. We need a win. How would you feel the Lions win on Thanksgiving? Would you be like me, just thinking, thank God the monkey's off our back?
Absolutely. It's a sad fact that's where we're at. Like, that's where our excitement is. 2 things right now. Getting the winless monkey off our back and potentially getting the first overall pick. We haven't done that in 12 years. Not that that's a good thing, but a first overall pick can help turn a franchise around. We've seen it Joe Burrow. We've seen it even a second round pick or a second overall pick. So for me, Mike, just get the dub, man. Get us where we don't have to worry about making history in this manner. So just give me the win, bro.
Give me the win. That's all I want to win. Win, and never enough. Give us Michael Gallup. I like Michael Gallup. I've been saying that would be a target for the Detroit Lions. He would be a good number 2 for the Lions, and then we drafted number 1. We'd have a number 1, whoever that's going to be. I say like a Drake London. You'd have Michael Gallup, Khalif Raymond, Amon-Ra St. Brown. To me, that's a much improved depth at the wide receiver position. We need to attack that wide receivers hardcore. Grid, what do you think about us in free agency? Do you think, like me, we got to attack and get one? We got to get a guy.
We do. We do. Like I said earlier, I think we draft one capable. I think the guys that we pick up in free agency, guys or guy, and the one that we draft with that early, round pick, that they're going to be capable of being number ones. I would prefer a guy that's a solid number one, where either one of these guys, where you can't just, we had Marvin Jones, we had Kenny Galladay before they, he kind of started faking or whatever he was doing. So for me, I need number ones now. We haven't had like that number one guy since Calvin Johnson retired. So that's what I want. But I think Gallup is okay. I would prefer someone else though.
Like a Mike Evans, a little higher.
Yeah.
Totally understand. I want a stud. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want a game changer at this point. I don't want another Tyrell Williams. I don't want a Brashard Perryman. I want a name. And yes, that is you're going to have to pay a little bit, but we need it. We need it bad. In 2010, we paid for Nate Burleson and Kyle Vanden Bosch, really helped out the team. So we need to do that this year, select free agents that can help this team out. Should we go after Odell Beckham Jr.? I don't think so. He doesn't want to be on this team. He's not going to go from Cleveland to an 0-8 Detroit Lions. I think it would just be more of an issue. He's always injured too. I would say no. No, there's no reason at this point. At this point. If you wanted to upgrade positions, you should have done it before the season. If you wanted to get a quarterback like a Cam Newton or someone else to upgrade a position, a wide receiver, you should have done it before the season starts. It's too late now.
Yeah.
It's pointless. What is he going to do for us?
Nothing. But be a diva and make things worse. So for me, that's a giant no. That's one of the, to me, he's not, he's okay as far as name, but I just don't want the headache. We don't have a Tom Brady and an AB whisperer. This guy was able to, Antonio Brown got the help he needed, got Tom Brady, got somebody to mentor over him. I don't want the headache that is Odell Beckham Jr. to be on this team. In addition to that, he has to want to come here, and no one wants to come here. So you can just throw that out the window. He's not coming here.
Yeah, I don't think he's coming here. I don't think Deshaun Jackson's coming here. We're going to do this thing the right way. You're going to build through the draft and get select free agents in free agency. I think that's the best way to do it. I totally understand. Yeah, and Cephas, totally forget. We always forget about Cephas. He was injured, but yeah, I love me some Cephas too. So 100%, if we can go in free agency, get a good number one or a number two, and they get a number one in the NFL draft, I think we'll be good to go. Let's talk about Jared Goff, Grid, because he is a touchy subject here in Detroit.
Yeah.
Is Jared Goff I want to know what you guys think, too, in the comment section, so comment on this one. Is Jared Goff the future Detroit Lions quarterback? Is this something that we can build upon? Or do you think we got to go in the draft at some point, whether it be this year or next year, to get our quarterback?
We have to go in the draft. Jared Goff is a quarterback that needs every piece in place, and we see that. I didn't get to see a ton of Rams games, but I've watched enough Lions games to know that Jared Goff needs a system. He needs to be plucked up and placed in a system. Offensive line, full running game complement, full receivers. I mean, he had Everett, he had Reynolds, he had all those guys over in L.A., and he's one of them guys that's not going to make you better. The team is going to make him look one way. He's not going to help elevate his team. So we definitely need a quarterback at some point. We can't have a duplicate of no competition for Matthew Stafford with no competition for Jared Goff. I would like them to take somebody. If they don't take a third round, fourth round quarterback this year, Mike, I want them to take somebody next year. Let them sit under Jared Goff. That'll be his second year. So I would rather to be honest, let's take one in the mid-rounds this year. Let him sit, So I hope they're scouting one of them mid-round guys that's got potential and let him come and do his thing. He doesn't have to be a first or second-round pick for me.
Okay, so you're okay with going the mid-route for a quarterback to at least groom at some point, some sort of competition. And
Correct. We can get a Russell Wilson somewhere, something like that. He doesn't have to be, a Justin Fields in that realm first, second round. Just somebody they got their eye on in the mid, but nothing past the fourth round, though. I would rather them take it with that first, third round pick. That's what I want.
Yeah, I could understand that too. There's a question here: Gardner Minshew and or Trinity Benson. This is Minshew all the way because Trinity Benson's done nothing.
Oh yeah.
He's done absolutely nothing for this team. At least you would have Gardner Minshew. He's done something. He's right now. Trinity Benson is not acting like the Matrix here. Not acting like the real Trinity. He's not looking good, man. Not looking good. Ben says Mahomes couldn't save the Lions now. Well, Mahomes having some issues over there with his own interceptions.
Yes, he is.
I don't know what's going on with Patrick Mahomes, but he's having some issues over there for sure. Who do you got winning tonight? Jets or?
I got the Colts winning, man. They got the Jets got a Mr. White is going to be the quarterback. I'm not sure. I think Zach is injured. I would love to see the Jets win, though, man. I really would, because the Jets are one of them teams, man, that what I liked about the Jets is last year they had lost. They've sucked for years, but the last 2 years, I mean, they've been really, really bad. And last year they were 0-13, somewhere around there, maybe 0-8. They were past where we are, and they got their first win. I like that they kept fighting. And so I would like to see them win, but I am taking the Indianapolis Colts tonight.
What is going on, Rams House? He's a content creator, obviously, for the Rams. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel, just like you need to subscribe to Raw Detroit. It is the pinned comment right now. Want to get him to 100 subscribers. Let's see where he's at, because I'm curious to see where my boy Raw. Right, what is he at?
No, I'm checking it right now.
He's checking it right now to see where Raw Detroit's at. While he does that, you got the Colts 24, Jets 20. Great show, fellas. What's up, Vash Starwin in the building? Appreciate you getting in here. Got the Colts winning. So a lot of people looks like they got the Colts winning. Got Rick C that says Goff # Cheeks. What we at with Raw Detroit?
81.
81?
81, that's it.
Start at 81.
Come on, man. Sad. Yeah, that's kind of sad, bro. Y'all can do better than that, man.
Yeah, #facts. #facts. And for sure. The Detroit Lions got a game. We got a game coming up in a week and a half.
Thank God.
Pittsburgh Steelers, Lions. We faced the Steelers in preseason. It was ugly.
It was.
Is it going to be ugly, or is this going to be a competitive? Is it going to be a more competitive game?
Okay. Let me look at from an objective standpoint. It's going to be more competitive, simply because they got annihilated by a team that had no business scoring 44 points on them. Like, let's be real. They put up more points than the Baltimore Ravens, the Green Bay Packers, the San Francisco 49ers, and everybody else we played this season. They've got to come out and show some grit. If Dan Campbell is talking about kneecaps and punches to the mouth and we're going to get up and all that stuff, you got to get up, Dan. Get up, Detroit Lions, and give this team everything you got. This better be the best game of the season coming up.
Yeah, we need to actually bite kneecaps, not sleep in naps, because that's exactly what took place.
We suck in kneecaps.
We didn't even get a tongue on a kneecap, more or less biting it off. That was rough, man. That was going in rough.
Embarrassing. Yeah.
That was not what going in rough.
Oh, man.
What are your thoughts on Zach Wilson, by the way? Young quarterback, going to take him some time. He's going to have ups and downs. The team's bad, so obviously he's not going to play that great. Najee Harris going to run all over us. Oh, man, if it's anything like happened to us this last game, if you are a fantasy owner, you want to start Najee Harris, because he's probably going to get 500 fantasy points. We haven't won in Pittsburgh since 1956. God,
is that a real stat? That's a real stat, bro. Holy smokes!
Oh
wow.
My God,
yeah,
that is a sad stat to say the least. If you got questions, throw in the comment section, folks. We got to 127 in the building. Let's get to 75 likes. If you've not hit that like button, do so right now. Be much appreciated, because look, we are going through misery. We are going through Hades. Everything bad is going on. And if you like that, you'll like my channel. Because I talk all things Detroit Lions, and it is definitely hard to be a Lions fan. We got It's Over from the Gridiron Blitz. Subscribe and get the road to 100 subs, Raw Detroit. He's saying, come on, man. Let's get to over 100 subs. Lions will be swept by Pennsylvania's team. Okay. Oh, my God. That's crazy. That is crazy. What is the number one need for the Lions, Grid, for you on this football team? The number one need.
Holy smokes. The number one need? Oh, my God. To narrow it down, I have to say safety. I was leaning to cornerback as well, but I'm going to have to say safety, I think. Linebackers have stepped up. The offensive line is injured, but we got guys that can do things. I'm going to say safety is probably, Tracy Walker has stepped it up, but I think we need some help back there.
Yeah, I think safety is definitely the position of need, the most need right now, because Will Harris is just absolute garbage.
Yes, cheeks.
What is one player you don't want to see on this football team next year? One player you do not want to see?
I think you name one. Will Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think. It's so many. Bro, you're gonna have to come back to me, man. I gotta look at the roster but yeah, Will Harris I think has to go. He's always behind the play, like he's always running to the play after it's over. So I would have to say Will Harris, another busted draft pick by Bob Quinn.
I want to see Will Harris gone. I can't stand this. I can't watch it no more. He's terrible. Every year there's always one guy I can't stand. It was Christian Jones, and then now it was Jelani Tavai. Now we got Will Harris, and you're noticing all these players came from the last regime. There's a reason why, because they're terrible. How much blame do you put on the last regime in comparison to this regime?
Comparison, 100%. Yeah, 100%. If I had to go last regime owner, it's 50-50 at this point because Sheila, Martha put them in there. You know how I feel about Jim Caldwell, him being fired. But owner now between this and that's like literally somebody moving out of your house. It's stuff everywhere. There's no windows in it. It's like you buying a HUD home. For those of you who live around the city of Detroit, that was a thing. You can buy a house, a fixer-upper. That's what this team is, a house with no windows. Probably people were squatting in there. That's what this team is, bro. 100% previous regime.
Man, I'm going to give it 95%. So far, the Trinity Benson trade was not a good one for me. I didn't like it. And there's some questionable calls that took place during the season so far. Going forward on with 13 seconds left in the half last week was a bad decision. That was my personal opinion. There's some calls I didn't like throughout. So I give it 5% of this regime. Regime, man, we going a lot. How do you feel about Tracy Walker and Jordan Battle be back there for us in the secondary? I'd love that, man. That would be ridiculous. Him or Kyle Hamilton, the secondary is much, much, much improved. I would love it, man. We need to get a safety, though. We need to get a safety. Let's see here. How bad would it be if the LA Rams, by some chance, they lose in the first round? That would be great. That'd be great if they lost in the first round. I would absolutely love it because we'd get a better draft pick. You got to understand, their season, what they do their season, it hinges on our draft picks. We want them to lose. When is Melifonwu coming back? That's a great question. I don't know when Melifonwu's coming back. I haven't heard anything upon that. I can't wait for him to come back, though. The snaps that he did do, he showed a lot of promise, and I think that'll help out the secondary. I am really excited to see some Melifonwu, so hopefully he gets back sooner rather than later. How much do y'all believe in Brad Holmes? I believe in him. I think he did a good draft this last draft, and so I'm going to go ahead and say I believe in him 75%. I'll definitely, I want to reserve judgment for usually 3 years. I want to see what he does with this next up-and-coming, very important draft, free agency, and how he maneuvers around all these draft picks that we got. When it comes to the general manager, it's important to draft correctly. That's the number one goal, in my opinion. And if he can use these draft capitals that we got from the trades and get players that can help us to win, it'll go up a little bit more. But again, the Trinity Benson was a little bit questionable move, in my opinion, and so we'll see going forward, but that's what I got. Kyle Hamilton, I do like it. How y'all believe in Rams house has a weak schedule. He's talking about the Rams had a weak schedule, weaker than our schedule. We have the hardest schedule in the NFL. Brutal, just absolutely brutal for the Lions. They need to win 5 wins next year to stay in office. Yeah, look, man, they gotta win next year too. They gotta make some wins. They gotta show improvement. If we do go on 17, you got to do something next year because there's not a lot of excuses at that point. You got a much better draft picks. You have money to go ahead and spend in free agency. They have to win next year. They have to win. I'd say you have to win 5 games. You have to, man. You have to. Sheila Ford Hamp did not hire Quinn Tricia. She didn't officially hire it. It was Martha Ford. But she was involved in the moves as well. She was involved. We don't know how much, but it was Martha Ford that was the one who made that decision. What is Goff thinking? Well, hopefully he's not thinking about throwing it on 4th down out of bounds again, throwing it out. You can't do that, man. It's ridiculous. Austin Bryant's been playing decent so far. I wouldn't say he's been an absolute bust. He's been injured, but he's been playing decent. He's showing something. That's good because he's been injured for so long. Big play, Slay, revenge. Who is next? Everybody is a former Detroit Lion that's facing us going to get the revenge. We'll see. Eric Ebum, maybe. Who knows? Let's see. Goff is thinking he feels fast to take off. I'm a Niners fan, and you all played us tough. Shower grit and fought most of your guys' games. Wish you guys luck because I can't imagine the brutality of some of you guys go through. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough being a Lions fan, and appreciate you coming in here. Your team will get better once Trey Lance is getting a lot of time in being a quarterback in the pocket and getting that reps. They're going to do good over there. You're in a tough division, though. Absolutely brutal. We getting some love from a Niners fan, man, wishing us best of luck because it's being brutal being a Lions fan. It's terrible, Grit. It's terrible. What is it like to be a Lions fan? Like what? When you think of being a Lions fan, do you think of like despair? And do you think of morbid?
I do, but I will say this is I have a renewed sense of like it's tough because you're in the middle. You want to quit, you want to give up on this team because you feel like they've given up on you. You feel like that years of your life will continue to be wasted. I mean, 12 years ago we drafted Matthew Stafford. 2 years before that, Megatron, and now Fame, and we still haven't won. The last playoff game that we won, I was 7. I will tell you guys this, though. Being on the road, seeing this team gets mad love. I mean, I know I look like Max Hedger right now, but this team has fans everywhere. When I went to LA, fans, Detroit Lions fans everywhere. So just when you think that, it can't get any worse, just think about there are other people out there that are rooting for this team to win that you will never, ever know about. So I would encourage everyone to go to a Lions road game whenever you have the opportunity. It is an awesome experience.
Folks, we're about to close out the show because the Gridiron Blitz has got to do his own show. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. Grid, tell the folks what you're about to be doing. Tell them to get on your channel and watch the great stream.
Yeah, we got Thursday Night Football. We do predominantly Detroit Lions content with some, feel like I'm plugging my own channel here, which I am. But we have the game tonight. And we have the game Sunday night, Monday night as well. May do some college games as well. Live stream watch party, score, game audio, commentary. We like to laugh. Most importantly, we like to have fun and watch a sport that we love. And there's no emotional attachment. So come on and watch some good football, and let's have some fun in a couple of minutes here.
Folks, appreciate everybody coming out on this OPP bye week. I've yet to decide if I'm going to go live on Sunday for an hour. We'll figure this one out as the time comes. I'm debating on should I not, or just chill out. I'll let you know when that time is getting a little bit closer. Everybody enjoy the live watch party on the Gridiron Blitzes channel. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Watch some football. With that said, folks, again, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so. Road to 17,000 is, I think, like 15 away. So if you ain't subscribed, you might as well do it. With that said, folks,